Hey, can everybody hear me? No echo this time? I think I have it correct. Hope everything is all right with everybody. Got a very, very busy day today. All right, thank you. No echo. Hey, Mr. Donza. Yeah, you would think after doing this, I don't know, 4 times now, and doing this sort of thing for a living, that I'd be able to figure this out. But you know, what do you do? What do you do? Thank you, Brian. Appreciate you. But here's the thing. First, I want to start out by recognizing someone, and that's Angelfly17. I want to make sure everyone knows what a hard worker she is. She's on every channel, propping us up, has a day job, has her baby, and we can always depend on her. And I really appreciate you and everything that you do. So we're gonna do a test real quick, you guys. I'm gonna play a little intro song, and then I want to see if there's an echo or if you can hear it. We're just gonna test this out. If it doesn't work, it's okay. There's a lot to talk about. We're gonna go over the OSI model again, or framework again, for your homework. We're also gonna talk about some of the stuff that happened today, and then answer some of your questions. I'm going to go over a few things that happened today, just in case someone needs a little bit more clarification on what's been going on. Also, I have some news, government-wise, that's obviously not, obviously not classified or anything like that, but it's just to give you a glimpse into the world over here. But let's give this a try and see if I can make this work. Now, do you hear an echo now? Is there an echo now by chance? I don't believe that there is. All right, so I'm going to play this intro. This intro was created by Severe. Severe is one of the only, red pill music dealers out there. And he's killing it. I mention him, I think, every single video. Absolutely killing it. Let's get this song going, and you guys tell me if there is a echo. Stand by.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, you know what time it is. Severe is on the track. It's time to go hard or go home. There ain't no turning back. Shout out to Tom Pedro Blanco, the white hat. My brother in arms, and we bring the light back from the darkness. Digital soldiers fight back against these heartless demons. These rhymes are life hacks. Those that are still asleep, sure don't like facts. A hug to break the this simple, they won't like that. But we're coming, and where we go, when we go, all gotta run it. Cause we stand proud and stand tall. Together we are strong, but divided we will fall. Why do you think they try to keep your eyes off the ball? That's why we keep our eyes locked on the cabal. Cause every time there's a shot, they're the ones that make the call. The deep state is scared, we got them running down the halls. Getting claustrophobic from the closing up the walls. But tuning in now, the feeling may be surreal. Cause we bring the disinfo with something you can feel. The white hats are the good guys in the field. To bring dark to light with information they reveal. Cause the black hats, man, they'll cut, shoot, and kill. To remain in power, to retain the info they can steal. For those who play the game, nope, there won't be any deals. Welcome to the white hat channel, land of the real. Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about, you guys. All right. Finally. Sounds like we got the music going. Rook. Chris. Miracle. Rook. Good Lord, Rook. Thank you so much. Chris Benning, thank you so much. Love you guys to death. Now, see, y'all don't know something about Rook. Rook actually does a little bit of rapping herself. I'll let her tell you about that. We might have to put her in with a Severe one day. So let's get this party started. Yeah, that's right, woke. That's right, woke. Look, we got woke societies in here. I think woke societies is probably the quickest growing show that there is. I mean, it's growing like fire. So let's get this party started, and let's start out with a little bit of Barry. So let's back it up with Barry for a minute. Barry mentioned that, or excuse me, Q mentioned that, Obama was not the only one, that it was Biden and Obama. But let's, I'm not going to give the VP that much credit. The only thing that Biden came up with was using the Logan Act. And so Obama pressed him for it. And how I know is because if you look at the notes, it says that Biden asked him basically, are you sure? Because we've never really used it before. And he was like, yes, let's go ahead and do it. And Obama said, well, hey, you know what? Make sure you have the right people. So think about it for a second. If you are, sorry, I'm just reading the chat. I had to, let me hit the pause button. I hit the slow mode for the chat because somebody said it was going too fast. So hopefully that works. If I need to turn it off, let me know. But back to it. It all to me goes back to Barry. Anytime you ask someone, let's do something, but we need the right people, what does that tell you? That tells you that you purposely want to have folks that you know will do something to have a specific outcome, right? And let's back up on Barry. So remember, he used the IRS to target conservatives. Remember, he targeted journalists. And obviously, our boy Flynn. That is abuse of power. Through and through. Abuse of power on top of everything else. Riz says the fix is in. That's right. That's right. The fix is in. Isn't it interesting how long we've known this? And that's right, green card, son of a green card. It's definitely coordinated. That's a good way to put it. Cat RN says Barry had the IRS target me. I feel you. I feel you. Oh, okay. Keystone says lower the mic. Oh, okay. You know what? I know what the UFO sound is. I'll take care of that in a minute. That's my air conditioning. Where I'm at is like 90 degrees at the moment, and I'll take care of that in just a minute. So don't forget, you had Holder, Fast and the Furious, mid-year exam, the BS with that. There is a lot around this that all circles around Barry. And yeah, I'm reading some of y'all's comments. Y'all are pretty cool. Y'all are funny. Y'all tripping me out tonight. So when you see Biden and you see Barry, I'm sorry, but I just don't think that Biden is smart enough to do any of this crap. I really don't. So I don't know. That's just the what I wanted to remind everyone about, and remind everyone to don't forget the other stuff that he did. Don't forget, it's not just the Flynn stuff. Remember all the other stuff that he did. And then once you start to see a pattern with him. Look at what he tried to do to Israel. Look at what he tried to do to the church. Look at what he did to conservatives. Look at what he did to all these people that I'm telling you about. Look what he did to Flynn. That's his MO. You know? That's his MO. So it shouldn't really be a surprise to us that you know, would put his picture first. Now, can Biden be lumped in? Yeah, he can. But, we'll see. And we had a discussion before on whether or not it would be smart optic wise to go after Barry before or after the election. Now, a lot of us want, us to go to Biden. Thank you, Kyle. Appreciate you. A lot of us want to go to Biden because, to be honest with you, we want that to be the trump card and get him out of the race. And who else are they going to have? But there is a debate on what, optic wise, what would be best for Barry before or after the election. Now, some people say that the Black American conservatives see right through all of this, and it wouldn't bother them one bit because they've been awakened. They know what's happened, which is why the numbers have gone up. Some say, hey, the optics might not be that great, and we want to keep that number high. Maybe we need to wait till after the election. So Lance says, is NESARA going to start July 5th? Honest with you, Lance, I'm not into the NESARA thing. And for what I do, honestly, I haven't studied it a ton. But I certainly can. I've seen a lot of people mention it, and I can certainly give you my take on that here soon. So this brings me around to Durham. So this should show you how important the Durham investigation is and what's at stake. So when people say, what's taking so long? Why hasn't Durham come out? Why isn't Director Wray saying anything? Well, number one, there's investigations going. Number two, one of the things that Durham is known for is prosecuting people and making sure that they can't appeal and get out of it. The guy is what you call a pit bull. Hey, baby love, yes, I am on Parler, yes. We'll put the link in the chat here in a bit. So don't underestimate the importance of Barr, Durham, Brady. Don't forget Brady. Not a lot of people mention him. Brady has got the Ukraine info. Oh my Lord. Jay Britt says, Bubba says, hey, now I'm guessing you're talking about Juicy Bubba's Smolier. Is that what we're talking about here? Jay Brits? And thank you, by the way. Love you. So we have to be patient, even more patient with Durham because of what's at stake. And everyone that is getting newly awakened, everyone that we are red pilling, that's one of the things that we have to make sure that we explain. Because a lot of the new people that come in that we see, a lot of the people that we try to bring in, under our wings, they're like, when is this going to happen? When is this going to happen? Nothing ever happens. I mean, how many shills have we seen out there that says, I'm walking away because, y'all always say something's going to happen and it doesn't. We have to explain this sort of thing with facts. And this is coming from someone in the government. I've said it before, hurry up to wait. hurry up to wait. We hurry up to wait. We vet everything. You know, there's always a reason. There's always a timing to everything. And we always tell people, or we always give the green light when something goes public. The government will have a conference call or some sort of meeting, and they'll discuss everything before anything even goes public. So a lot of this is, a lot of this is gonna happen. We just have to be patient. All right, let's skip over now. It's already 25 after. Good Lord Almighty. All right, let's skip over to Bolton. I was given a little bit of, let's just say, some info around the water cooler. And one of the particular, thank you, Gina, one of the particular things that everyone is talking about is that they caught Bolton leaking. So a lot of people are hearing, hey, he came out with a book and he said a bunch of classified stuff he wasn't supposed to say. Okay. But the guy was apparently walking out of meetings, leaking information, and then the information he was leaking wasn't even right to begin with. He was putting his own stinking mustache spin on it. It was a big old mustache. And so if you imagine yourself in this position, in these crew of people, and you say, it's very important to keep what we're doing accurate within our team and all of that. And then you have somebody that's coming out there leaking that's supposed to be on your same team, and when they leak, they don't even tell you. I don't know, it's crazy. Michael says check ice.gov. People are being arrested by the thousands also, and I don't have the link. Hollywood folks are being arrested, just got to know where to look. I feel you. Angel says, how does he not get hit with the crime? Well, here's the thing. What I'm hearing from the DOJ, or no, what I'm hearing from the State Department is that they're looking at comparing Bolton with Snowden. And I'm gonna leave you guys with that bit of info there. So be looking out for some similarities between Snowden and Bolton. All right. Also, talking to my State Department POC, and I think Pompeo came out and mentioned it as well. The State Department will be placing restrictions on, I guess, TV stations that are actually funded by the CCP. And where or how did these come about? Well, they came about during the last administration. What does that tell you? Does that surprise you about, Biden? Does that surprise you that we would let these CCP folks in here? The Nikki, yes, I said Snowden. But of course, none of this is from the government. This is just my opinion. Nothing I say here is reflective or an opinion of the government. Just my own opinion. Right, everyone? Right. All right, so let's skip past that. I had a State Department discussion. Crossfire Razor. All right. And I posted this on Twitter, and I want everyone to pay attention to the dates. Okay? So, Peter Strzok, whatever he's doing, on January the 4th, 2017, writes notes. He's in a room with Barry, Biden, Comey, Yates, and Rice. How do we know? Because he wrote all this down. We have the new notes today. And a lot of it is redacted. My guess is it's probably communication between Barry and whoever else, because they're, really weird about that sort of thing. And this is where Biden talked about the Logan Act. And Obama pressed Biden to go ahead and do it and to make sure to have the right people. But I'm going to say it again. And I want everyone to hear it. If you're writing any notes down, I want you to write this down. An important date, January 4th, 2017. Yes, I'm a nerd, and I write notes down. I might not be as, I don't know, my avatar, my screen here isn't that great, but I'm working with it, but check it out. White Hat over here got a webcam and a green screen. So here soon, y'all gonna be see me live. Isn't that cool? Well, maybe that is cool. I don't know. All right, so I'm gonna give you the next line here. January 4th, 2017 is the day that they were going to shut down the Flynn investigation, but then Strzok came in there acting crazy, saying, no, don't shut it down. And in his notes, he says, keep it open because the 7th floor wants the case open. Now, when Strzok says 7th floor, that tells me one person. And that's Comey. Comey, to me, represents the 7th floor. And obviously there were others involved in this. It was all being orchestrated. You have Brennan, you have Barry. So Snake Doc says, Weekend Warrior says executions have been taking place. Well, so I'm going to tell you from what I know officially, there has not been executions that I have seen. Now, I could be wrong. Jeff Harder says, not sure about White Hat. Not sure about what? What would you like me to, do you need me to clarify something? I can. Because certainly I don't want you in here to feel like you're not sure about me or what I'm telling you. But I'll certainly try to help if I can. I'm pretty transparent. Anyway, so today I heard the next Democrat spin on what they're going to do with Flynn. And this is what they literally said on, I guess it was MSDNC. They said that if Democrats take the administration, they're going to go after Flynn in a different way. They're going to go after him concerning his issues with Turkey. And they pretty much came out and said that's the plan. So we have to make sure. Sorry, my daughter's in and out of the door. Let me wait. Thank you. So we have to win this. we need the House, we need the Senate, we need everything. Okay? Because if we don't, they're going to come after our boy. So, what do we do? So, I saw a question in the comment earlier. A couple of things. Somebody said, "What about No Name?" Actually, when I said I have not heard anything official from any of these folks, that's the thing. Now, could that have been happened based on the flag, the way the flag was on his casket and stuff like that? Yeah, I mean, it certainly looked that way to me for him. But you have to understand, guys and gals. Hey, Snake, no worries, no worries. Not it's not that I know better. It's just I'm just giving you my perspective. And those that don't know me, I am in government, and I try to give a government point of view, a federal point of view, obviously without divulging any classified information or anything that gets me in trouble. But I try to give you an opinion that maybe you haven't heard before, because not a lot of us come out and speak. So, but yeah, so could No Name have been, taken care of? Yeah, it certainly could, but that's not something that they're gonna, that may not be paperwork that I may ever see, if that makes sense. Even like stuff like chemtrails. I was on Red Pill show, and one of the questions to me was, okay, well, you're in the government, tell me about chemtrails. Well, nobody, we don't talk about chemtrails because I'm in the cyber side, so we don't all talk to each other like that. But so Rain says, do you have a Q clearance? No, I don't. Close though. Two of my bosses have a Q clearance. And like I've told everyone before, my boss worked with Admiral Rogers and in the Navy, and worked for a lot of what you would imagine the Q team would be made up of. I've had conversations with him about it, and like I've said on other streams, he says it's real, and he's not surprised that they're doing what they're doing. Although he is surprised that we've been given public information. I actually do ops myself, and so there's so there may be several ops that the Q team are doing that, and you only just know about one of them. Son of a Green Car says, do you think Sullivan will actually go through with dropping the case just because the DC Circuit order? I think, okay, so here's my opinion on that. I actually think that it will be delayed a little bit, but I think that maybe he's going to drop the case and make it look like he made the decision. Like, but I do think they're going to try to stall as much as possible. That's just one of the tactics that they like to pull. Absolutely. All right, so let's shift gears here. Oh, Trisha. I wasn't worried about 5G towers until I saw how fast were being installed. Then I saw a video of bees falling on the ground. Should we be worried? I think if you see anything like that, definitely want to be worried. But I can tell you from the administration on down, we all, don't want to, we don't, sorry, I'm getting distracted here. We don't want to, hurt the public. Obviously, we don't want to put something out there that's going to hurt someone. Hey, White Hat, saw your Winky today. Okay, not real sure what the Winky part means. Any comment on future events in Las Vegas? That location was huge. Oh, I get what you're saying. Okay, he's saying Winky. I'm like, okay, what are we talking about here? Any I don't see us doing a rally in Las Vegas, although I wish we would. I would love to be in Vegas. The new stadium is amazing. And, it would be awesome. That's nice. And the comment says, I can't help but think that we haven't heard from the Muslim bros specifically yet and all of the chaos. Well, that's because they're probably up to some crap. They're probably all about all of this. I'm sure they're in this some way, somehow. Even look at what's going on in Seattle. I bet you they've got something to do with that as well. All right, so let me shift gears here. We get off the winky. Sorry, I thought that was hilarious. Okay. All right, so here's a little bit of news from my homeboys and gals. New allegations assert Assange conspired with Anonymous. When I read into this, it goes into details about a few things here and there, and you can read it on the justice.gov, website. And I can tell you right now, JA is in the United Kingdom, but I believe that they have denied the extradition for the moment. What they're going to do with him when he gets here, I'm not 100% sure. This is not something that they tell me. There's a lot going on with this. If you read it here, it says the new indictment does not add additional counts to the prior 18 counts in May of 2019. I know it's a hard thing to read, but one little thing could change the whole landscape. What if we find out about Seth? What if he's got information about that? What if that's his dead man switch or his get out of jail free card? Imagine what we find out about that. Let's go here. So you saw the Q drop, and let me situate my screen here. You saw the Q drop concerning Deep Dream. I'm going to... Oh, there's a new Q. Jokers always do that. So, Deep Dream, or what the Q team is referring to Deep Dream, is from the Jason Bourne movie. The last Jason Bourne movie. And going here. Go. Now, the Jason Bourne movie mentions Deep Dream. And what I want you to pay attention to, and this is pretty much what the Q team was alluding, is this. I'm going to read this to you. Aaron Kalor, a wealthy Palo Alto tech, and wherever we heard Palo Alto recently? From Pascal. Remember, he said that he's getting away from Palo Alto. They're going to have a new engine so the deep state can't censor us, right? He said that on the news the other day. Amazing, that's on here, right? A wealthy Palo Alto tech magnet modeled fairly transparently on Mark Zuckerberg. How about that? Is delivering some kind of industry keynote to a room full of reporters. He just announced Deep Dream, his company's new social media platform, which he describes vaguely as an all-in-one recommendation engine that tracks its users' behaviors and preferences in order to personalize their experience. Who does that sound like? Who does that sound like? Now, I'm not saying Palo Alto is a place. Palo Alto is not a place. Be a great thing for you to dig on. So you can find this in my Twitter on my Twitter page, but if you look up or watch the last Jason Bourne movie, that's what Deep Dream is. That's what the Q team is referring to, Deep Dream. And it sounds just like GOOG. Doesn't it? How many times have y'all said, holy cow, I just said something. I was looking at a couch and an advertisement for a couch popped up on my stinking page on my phone. Man, come on now. Come on. Put this stuff together, you guys. This is big stuff. Big stuff. I'm going to go over a couple of tweets here. I'll try to hurry up. It's 46 after. I want to definitely get this going so we can go to RDocs after this. Okay, so this is one thing I wanted to discuss was Director Ray. All right, so Director Ray made a comment on his interview, and he mentioned that they had rescued 1,200 children. 1,200 children from human trafficking. And what have we been telling people since the go? We have been talking about saving the children. I think he said 1,200, 1,500. I'm not 100% sure. And how many times have you seen some of these little beta males go on the news and say, well, you know, they really think that there's some sort of pedophilia issue going on and that, you know, they're having to, you know, Come on, guys. The director of the FBI came out and plainly said it to everybody. 1,200 children. They don't come out and say things like this publicly for no reason. All right. So let's see if this works. Let me know if there's an echo, Keystone or someone. So I want you to hear what Gohmert does when this bar hater is trying to speak. And let's see what they got to say here. Listen to Gohmert and listen to him tapping on his desk.
Deputy Chairman, could I do
Nothing changes around here.
This conduct in particular gives cause for great concern about what Barr may do next. Just another 30 seconds. In closing, it needs to be said that Bill Barr does regularly lie in ways that impact official action. Along with his continuing media project to make Americans believe that the FBI conspired against Donald Trump, his statements about the Mueller report, Jeffrey Berman's supposed resignation, and Barr's own role in the events in Lafayette Park come quickly to mind. So does his practice of regularly shrouding himself in the rhetoric and trappings of the rule of law, even as he desecrates and undermines the institutions that make it possible. But to me,
did y'all see Gohmert? You guys, listen. Oh my God, listen. A lot of people don't know this about Gohmert, but the guy used to be a judge. Okay? The dude just does not play around. And I've actually reached out to Collins to see if he would come chat with me on my channel one day, but listen. No, I'm not gonna make you listen, Todd. I trust me. I just wanted you to hear freaking Gohmert tapping on his on his desk, you know. And the thing about it is, it's about stinking time they stand up and they stand up and do something for God's sake. All of these cities are going to hell, and who's standing up? Who's standing up? All right, so let's listen to this real quick. We got 10 minutes. I'm gonna make it quick, and then we're gonna start chatting about the OSI model.
I have already lived through this thing when I was living in Venezuela. Statues came down. Chavez didn't want that history displayed. And then he changed the street names. Then came the curriculum. Then some movies couldn't be shown on certain TV channels, and so on and so forth. You guys think it can't happen to you? I've heard this so many times. But always be on guard. Never believe something can't happen to you. You need to guard your country and your society, or it will be destroyed. We didn't believe it could happen to us. Us Venezuelans, Cubans warned us. And we're like, Venezuela, we know what freedom is like. That's not going to happen here. Yet it happened.
Y'all, that could happen to us, just like she said. Just like she said. It could happen to us, but we cannot let it go down like it did in Venezuela. They took down monuments, everything, just like they're trying to do now. So let's now do this. I want to now talk a little bit about some things in the chat here, and get off the show and tell. I want to give you the IP address, or not the IP address. I better not do that. The link basically to the OSI. It's OSINT framework.com. All right. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go on there and just fill around, discover whatever you want to discover, dig, hit every button you can on there, look at every menu that it gives you. It has a way on there to look up people. It has a way to look up where people are tweeting from. It gives you all of that. So Rain says, I looked around the OSI framework and it's confusing. So, okay, what you can do is just go into, okay, say for instance, you want to look at a person that is political. You have someone that's a senator or something like that. You go to people search, or you go to, the social media searches, and you look for different things using their name, and you try to find out about people. Or say there's some businesses someone owns, you can go and look that up. They also have towards the bottom a place where you can find the latest terrorist attack. There's many different things on there, and certainly what I'll do is I'll spend more time on that here soon. No, you don't need a VPN. You can do that from anywhere. But yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Son of a Green Card. It's you can get there from your phone. At least I'm pretty sure I've been there before on my phone. Yep. But let me I'll have to double check that. If you can't, then that's weird. But OSINT. It's yes, you can get it to it from your phone. Yes, I just got it over there. Hey B, what's up? Been cruising around, get overwhelmed to leave and come back later. I feel you. It takes time. It's just you have to specifically have a goal in mind. Look to try to find which which area you want to look in, and do that. The maps are very interesting to look into. The Twitter map, you can track taxi cabs. I mean, all sorts of stuff. It's a lot of cool stuff. So we have 4:30 in here listening to me. I appreciate it. Today was a little impromptu. I actually didn't plan on it, but there was so much that went on today. I just felt like I needed to answer some questions and tell you a little bit about you know the Obama and the stroke notes and that sort of thing, and make sure it's cleared up. Um, so ask me a question real quick, because remember, at about a minute or so till I'm gonna say a prayer for everybody, and we're gonna do it right. So let's have at it. What we got here? Okay, good. Yeah, Elizabeth says it got on my phone. Are the real prison ships? Yes, actually, Ron. So what you're gonna find is they're actually ghost ships, and what they will do is they call it a ghost ship because what they can do is they can put somebody on there and they don't have to register that prisoner. So you're technically disappeared. Hey Tina, yeah, I mean, like sitting on the porch chilling like a villain. Yeah, the watch those honey traps. I feel you. You know, we do put honey traps out there. Certain websites have honey traps, so if somebody comes and tries to do something stupid, we know everything about them. Riz, Benghazi is a whole nother deal. I mean, other than look, you probably know just the same as I do. Lance says Antarctica related to flat Earth. Well, number one, the Earth ain't flat, in my opinion. Antarctica is a different situation. We're doing a lot of research and a lot of different things down there, discovering awesome things. Yeah. Yes, you can rewatch the first video for sure, and concerning the OSI framework for sure. Yeah, Keystone is she really helps me out. Her and Kate are doing a show tomorrow night. It's gonna be awesome. Tom Hanks, I actually did track him. He was at a hospital, and he was brought to California. Chris Benning says funeral notes. Yeah, I actually have seen a picture of what the funeral notes said. And people ask me, well, why yeah, okay, Hulk. Why did Pence get a note? Well, no, Hanks is not gone. Pence got a note because he was not in the meeting between Bush and Trump. They live a little longer. I have to start late. Okay, that's cool. RDoc, just shoot me a message on here. Let me know when to go to get off, and then we'll take care of it. Yeah, Tina. Antarctica is not a tropical paradise, but we have a lot of acoustic toys and a lot of submarines and a lot of stuff going on there that we're playing with, and there's a lot of underneath the ice sort of stuff that's really, really neat. Yeah. What did the note say? Well, I've you probably already know what it says. You probably already know what it was about. The meeting the day before the funeral between Bush and Trump lasted almost all night. A lot. What about the tunnels? Well, so if you watched a couple of videos that I put out, sounds like they're blowing a lot of the tunnels up. They're detonating a lot of tunnels. And a lot of it has to do with human trafficking. A lot of it has to do with drugs. Yeah, they're like the video that I put out, it was the Arctic. It was not Antarctica, but they are doing the same crap. At least that's just my opinion. So, Robin, the rumor is that Bush had some stuff to say. Son of a Green Car says the clip that I posted started about 100 miles from you. Well, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Don says, was the quake in Oklahoma dumb? I'm not convinced it was. I'm not convinced it was. I actually think, number one, I think it was a little too strong. And some people say that, that they're blowing up DUMBs at night. Like, for instance, China Lake. They said that was at night, but I don't believe that they'll do it at night, especially when they know that there's a lot of people all standing in one place. It would be kind of silly to create something like that. Yeah, Kat says fracking. Yeah, they did say that they were doing a lot of fracking around that area, and that is certainly possible. Yep, fracking. That is certainly possible, but what I was told was the tunnels were actually over there. Let's see. That's right. When do birds sing? Let's see here. All right. Well, it's I'm going to shift gears again. And I just want everyone to know that I have been blessed like you would not believe. I've been blessed just ever since I decided to take on those children. It's amazing when God opens up a door and you go through it and you do what he tells you to do. Blessings left and right. And one of my major blessings are all of you. These donations are going to a vehicle. I'm very, strict and, very transparent and honest and open about that. And I just want to let you guys know that you guys are a blessing, and you bless me every day on Twitter, on here. And the Holy Spirit is running through my life, and I think when I speak, I'm hoping that this Holy Spirit and all these things that I'm feeling and experiencing are going to come to you. And I know that they are. You're hearing my voice. At least I pray that for everyone. Whatever it is that you need, whatever it is that you are praying for, whatever, ailment you may have, you can be healed, you can be saved, you can be blessed like me, just like me. When the Holy Spirit speaks to you, it's not loud. It's not, it's very, very low, and you'll hear it in your head. And you know that it's him. And I tell you, he told me to do this, to be with you. And God says when there's more than one person, when there's two people praying together, he's there. So what does that mean, you guys? We're all here praying for our country. We're praying for Trump. We're praying for the administration. We're praying for Flynn. Probably already said that. We're praying for each other. We're praying for these children. I promise you, God is listening. God is listening. So here soon, yeah, I'm gonna have 5 babies. 2 of them are from the foster system. Their mother died in a car accident in 2013, and that's kind of what that's about. If you're new here, the SUV is for the children because I don't have a vehicle that can tote them around. So yeah, that's what that's pretty much about. And So what I want to make sure I do though before you leave or before RDoc starts this channel, I want to pray for anyone or lead anyone that wants to be saved or wants to just be saved again. Make sure that you're repenting. Make sure that you're doing, you have focused repenting, specific repenting about some things. And so I'm going to close my eyes right now. I'm going to pray for you. And I'm going to pray for those that want to be saved or we leave this live stream. I'm bowing my heads and closing my eyes now. Jesus, thank you for bringing us all here. Thank you for holding my hand in this live stream. Thank you for blessing me with wisdom, knowledge, and everything that I need in order to bring information, bring whatever it is that the people on chat want to hear, whatever they need to hear. Please let them hear it. Let the Holy Spirit speak through me if possible. And Jesus, I just want to pray that I know that you died on the cross and were resurrected 3 days later. I'm a sinner, and you are going to be my Savior for the rest of my life. We in the chat here in this movement, we put on the armor of God. We are digital soldiers, but we're also your soldier, your soldiers. We're going to keep fighting for you because we know it's the right thing to do. This is our mission that you've put us on, and we will prevail. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Again, thank all of you so much. I love y'all. I love y'all very much. And Path, hey, no, it's not government issued. It is a front yard clunker that I'm getting fixed up. So, but yeah, well, again, thank all of you for subscribing if you're new. This is from Tina S. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. If you're new, I do a little bit of this towards the end. I like to pray for everyone, try to put some blessings on everybody. That's right. Make sure that you check out Keystone. Tomorrow is Unfiltered with Kate and Keystone. The link is there in the chat. I'm going to give a special thanks to Lily Ann, who blessed me with a pretty stinking big donation, and I want to make sure that I call everybody out that Lily Rose, I love you very much and thank you so much, and everything that you guys do blesses me and these children. And RDoc says he's ready to go. So for some real specific knowledge, for some real eye-opening information, go to RDoc's page and check him out. He's one of the best. Y'all have a great night. I love you, and don't forget, if you have homework, try to finish. Take care.